Mpumelelo Zikalala is a legal expert and attorney. Mpumelelo, good evening to you and thank you for your time tonight. So we have a cross-examination then today of Zandile Kumalo. Is this one of those moments where in a courtroom you really see the value of cross-examination, how important this really is in any kind of legal case?
It is super important. It's the only time in which you can verify the truth and verify the facts, because you can try and change it all the way in which you want to do it in, but it's the only time in which you can be able to extract the real events or sequence of events that have taken place. Now, it varies from which side you are coming from. The side of the defense is happening in this case. They want to prove that this particular witness is inconsistent. The probability of the sequence of events that they are narrating are non-existent at all. And they are trying to poke as many holes as possible into the evidence that has been provided by the witness. The burden of the state is that they must be able to prove beyond reasonable doubt that indeed the 5 accused are the ones that killed Senzo Meyiwa. And if you are going to have evidence which is full or that is riddled with holes, it's not going to suffice, and the court will have no option rather than to acquit the 5 accused. So that's what the defense counsels are actually doing in that particular court.
It's quite strange because we can hear the witness testify. We can't see her. The judge can see her testify. Does that make a big difference in his mind, do you think?
A huge difference. Remember that even the demeanor, the manner in which you are talking, the way in which you are carrying yourself inside the witness box is one of the things in which the judge is actually looking at. Another reason why, again, this matter has to start day over, because those are some of the things that you cannot input or be able to record down. It's only something that you can be able to evaluate from yourself as you are sitting there as a presiding officer and looking to see what's the demeanor of the witness that is there. But most importantly, I'm pretty sure that the judge has got questions of his own that at the end he may want to raise and say, as a witness, Mrs. Kumalo, please clarify these instances. I want to know what happened on the day. There are certain inconsistencies that may be there, or any clarification that I would like to have. So answer my questions so that I can be well appraised as to what exactly happened. I'm trying to piece all these puzzles together, and I need your information so that I can be able to do that job in a comprehensive manner.
We know now that at least one of the defense lawyers wants Kelly Khumalo to testify. Does that mean that she will now definitely have to testify in this case?
Definitely. If there's a subpoena which is going to be issued against her, she will have no choice than to honor that invitation to go to court and to go and testify. Now, it's not ideal to have a witness which is going to go against you as a state, going into that witness box without being prepped. So now the questions would be, why wasn't the state intending to call Ms. Kelly Khumalo? Do they think that her information is not good enough or is not going to support any of the stance or the narration of the story in which they're coming with? I would be of the assumption that you want to get as many individuals to go into the witness box and narrate the story in the same manner, especially those that were at the scene at the particular point in time. Remember, when you're speaking about Kelly Khumalo, you're not speaking about someone who was not at the house. You are speaking about an eyewitness who witnessed everything from point A up until the last breath of Senzo Meyiwa. So you want that particular individual to come and give evidence. So it was a bit strange to then, from the side of the state, to say we're not going to call her. By doing that, what they've done is that they've made her a sitting duck. And if indeed she's subpoenaed, then she goes into that witness box without being properly prepped, or the evidence, the laying of the foundation of what the evidence she's going to come up with, she may be a detrimental blow to the state case. So it's important that, yes, she does come for the sake of truth, but if it's done in a haphazard manner, it's going to be detrimental to the case of the state.
In Mpumelelo, what's so strange about it is that the state must have known that the defense would call her. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, and I knew that.
It comes back to those 2 dockets, of which I still think the one thing in which should have happened with those 2 dockets is to merge those 2 and say, I have now 20 statements which are in front of me. Let me merge them and see where there are consistencies and where there are contradictions. In instances where there are contradictions, let me call the IO to go and clarify. Let me call the witnesses that are there. If I can see that there's evidence of people that are misleading us, let me charge them for perjury so that I can be able to get to the bottom of this. What I want as a state is I want the truth. I want closure for the Meyiwa family that a decade after the death of their son, they can be able to go to court and have proper answers as to what happened on that day. So if you are not going to do that, then what you are telling us is there's one case in which, or one docket which you are preferring over another. The most important question is why? because all that you want to do as the NPA is to go and represent a member of the public, in this case the Senzo Meyiwa family, in the best way in which you know how. And one of the things to do would be quote everyone who was there, especially the eyewitnesses, especially the people who were at the scene, especially people that had intimate knowledge, first-hand information as to what happened on that day. They are the kind of people that you need in order for you to come back with a solid case, especially as a state, when you have a duty or a burden of proving beyond reasonable doubt that indeed the sequence of events would have happened in the manner in which we are narrating them. You need as many evidence or as many witnesses as possible. It baffles me as to why they didn't call or make a part of the list of the witnesses that were going to be called earlier.
Just the latest in a line of so many questions about this case. And Mpumelelo Zikalala, I really appreciate the time. Thank you.